Okay, I want to show you how to do the physical features bingo. First, you have to click to download the rubric and the bingo sheet. If you're in Chrome, the downloads go to the bottom. Let's take a look at the bingo sheet first. It looks like this. Click Enable Editing because you're going to have to edit. All right, so the object of the game is to collect as many bingos as possible. I was able to collect 15. In order to get an A, you only need to collect 13. So what you're going to do is, using a web browser, a parent, and any lessons that you've had so far, try to find the name of a lake, a mountain, and a desert. So let's say you don't have anybody helping you and you might just need to borrow Google's help. So I'm going to click here and type in a lake in the United States. I think I found one. Well, we have a bunch of them here, so let's see. What's confusing and or problematic is if you click on one, you have to double check that it really is in the United States. So we can use a couple different sources. Down here, we've got 10 largest lakes in the US. Let's click on that. Lake Huron. So I don't want to just trust this website's opinion, so I'm going to copy it and maybe open up another browser and do Google Maps because I want to double check. Go to Google Maps. I'm going to paste in Lake Huron. Hit search to see where that is. Ooh, Lake Huron is one of the 5 Great Lakes of North America. And then if you hit the minus button on your zoom, you can kind of see where it is. This is Lake Huron. Here's Massachusetts. Here's Connecticut. So it's up here next to Michigan. So that counts. Let's go ahead and put that on our bingo sheet. Here's a trick that I've just taught another student, and I can teach you too. If you click next to the words and you see the blinking cursor right there, hit Control A on your keyboard and it highlights it. Then to paste it, you hit Control V, Lake Huron. Bam, that's easy. Now let's look for a mountain in the United States. And we can do this with our eyeballs, or we could do this, we could Google search it and then find it. The eyeball method is a little bit tricky, but look down here in the bottom left. If you click Google Earth, you can kind of see ridges in the United States. So I'm thinking there's something here and maybe something there. Let's verify, or let's prove my thought. Mountain in the United States. See, some of these are tricky because they're not really in the United States, so be careful. I always check 2 different places just to double check. Appalachian Mountains is what this one's called, and it's a little tricky to spell. And you have right here, it says Rocky Mountains. That one's easier, so I'm going to search for that on Google Maps. Control A highlights the whole thing, and I'll just type over top of it, Rocky Mountains. Whoa, cool. It's like an aerial photograph of it. Let's do minus to see where we are. You can use other resources to see where you are if you want to check another site, or maybe pull out a map that maybe some of your parents might have. You can use, there's lots of ways to prove where this is. But there's Wyoming. I know Wyoming is in the United States. There's Montana. There is Idaho. So yes, this is a mountain in the United States. So I'm going to go back to my bingo board. Control A. Oh, see, this is where you have to be careful. If you hit Control A and you don't see the cursor, it highlights the whole bingo board. There we go. There's the cursor. Control A. Now, Rocky Mountain. And now you're going to look for a desert, and there is a desert in the United States. So I'm not going to do the whole thing for you. I'll say blah, 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 blah. But once you get a bingo, like I have a straight bingo right here, you can come to the top and hit Insert, Shape, and here's a line. So you take that line and you click and drag it from top to bottom, and that is one bingo. Remember, in order to get an A, you need 13 bingos. I was able to find 15. So this right here, if you found one, a river, an island, and a gulf, that would be another one bingo. Now you have two. If you have a sea, a bay, and an ocean in the United States, that would be 3 bingos. But if you fill in the whole card, that's side to side, 4 bingos, side to side, 5 bingos, side to side, 6 bingos. Mexico, I was not able to fill in the whole card. And Canada, I believe I was able to fill in the whole card. It does not matter what lake you put. I want you to find a lake. I want you to find a mountain or whatever you can find. I want you to verify that it truly is in Canada or it truly is in Mexico, because sometimes the internet is tricky. Sometimes you can be tricked. Of course, you want to have a parent there watching just to make sure you're not going to bad sites or accidentally going to bad sites. But once you find 13 bingos at least, remember, up and down counts as 1, side to side counts as 1. So if I was able to fill in the whole United States card, that is 6. And I was able to fill in the whole Canada card, that is 6. That's 12. 6 plus 6 is 12. Then really, to get an A, you'd only need to find 1 bingo in Mexico, and there's more than that. So once you've saved your document, file, save as, computer, desktop, you're going to call it Physical Features Bingo, and then hopefully put your last name or something in the title, Parodi. You go back to your assignment. Dun, 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 dun. Click Add Submission. Go down to the bottom. Plus button. Upload a file. Choose a file. You saved it on your desktop. And then it's just a matter of finding it. There it is. Physical Feature Bingo. Open. Upload. As soon as it uploads, you hit Save Changes, and then you're done. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, let me know.